All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah, Kodash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. And the shouts, salutes to all the sincere elect out there. Aria back at you. A quick lesson here. This is from the BBC News. Starmer to announce plans for digital ID scheme. Oh, so when was this? Yesterday? Yeah. I'm landbacking off Elder Ramar, the head of London Central Camp, and he made mention of this, and I pulled it up in his live yesterday. He made mention of it, and I was just going over it right now. This is what it is. We're at that time. Bearing in mind, he says it's an announcement plan for. It's an announcement plan. So let's just read some of this. The news date is 25th September 2025. Keir Starmer is expected to announce plans for a compulsory, right, keyword, compulsory UK-wide digital ID scheme in a speech on Friday. What do we have here? Revelation 13 and verses 16. What the elders have been talking about, right? Our elder apostle Gabar, he made a video also on his favourite subject. Things are happening. We're going to be getting into these types of videos more and more because prophecies is coming to pass. Now, this is going to be a quick one. I'm just going to read. It's self-explanatory. Just going to read what's written here, right, for you to see with your own eyes. The Prime Minister believes it would help crack down on illegal working and monitorizing a state according monetize. I'm saying that right. Monetize the state according to the senior figures in government. The practicalities of the scheme will be subject to consultation, which will also look at how to make it work for those without a smartphone or passport, right? As we know it. That's the tag and bag. The tag and bag is here. And it's in talks at the moment because what just happened, we had Donald Trump, come over last week or so, and he was, in so many words, telling England, he was backhanded compliments, telling England, get your finger out. That's what he was saying. If you can read the code, he was saying, get your finger out. You got a lot of potential. So what do we have here now? This is what he's announced. So obviously there was a little bit of persuasion going on behind the scenes with Donald Trump and Keir Starmer. There was some gentle persuasion. So now we have the announcement now. Right, we see with for those who have eyes to see, we got the eyeballs to see. So now he's come out and made that announcement, right? So you can read all of the rest of this. I'm going to read a little bit more, since there you have it there, right? But earlier this month, Keir Starmer said in an interview he thought the debate had moved on since then. We will carry out a lot more digital ID now. Right, this is what he's saying. We will carry a lot more digital ID now than we did 20 years ago. And I think that psychologically it plays a different part, he added, because we've got to move with the times. I'm pretty sure that's what Donald Trump told him. He said, you've got so much potential with AI. Get your finger out, Keir Starmer. As I was correcting my observation, right? Because one of those videos of Donald Trump in the dinner went viral. So we're gonna read a bit more, then we're gonna hit the precepts, because the precepts, it's all about the precepts, it's all about the prophecy. All right. Reports have suggested that the government plans to use a new scheme to check people's rights to live and work in the UK, with people's individual ID checked against a central database. These checks are currently based on physical documents, although routes to complete the check online for some people have existed since 2022. Plans for a digital ID scheme did not future in Labour's election manifesto last year, and the government has previously rejected a proposal for a digital ID suggested by former Labour Prime Minister Sir Tony Blair. Anyway, now it's been put forward now as an announcement. So we got the precepts. Revelation 13:16, straight to the point. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And I'm just letting them do the speaking for me. And the scriptures, a picture does paint 1,000 words, because that's how it ain't going to be. Let's read. Carry on. That no man might buy or sell, have that had the mark, that no man might buy or sell, have he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right, man. There's other things coming out too, which I want to do a video on that too. Other things happening as far as other countries as well. Right, we can get into that. What's happening in Vietnam. Right, future videos. What's happening in Vietnam? It says State Bank of Vietnam (SBV) has deactivated over 86 million bank accounts. Right, and that's a future video. I'm going to get into that. But if you check out one of the Elder Apostle Tahar's videos, he goes into it in full detail. So I just want to make this one as brief as possible and just hit the necessary precepts. And the title of that video to check out on Elder Apostle Tahar's channel is My Favourite Subject. As we know, that's his favourite subject, the MLTV. He's always been backing and talking about that and going into that in way of reminder. And it's a warning, because the prophets always give warnings before things are about to take place. So check out that video. Elder Apostle Tahar's channel. What is the 666 mark to GMS truth? He'll be going into talking about the MLTB. So we can't say we haven't been warned. You can't say you haven't been warned. And that no man, back to the precept, Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. We've got another precept to back that up. This is in Revelation, also in Revelation chapter 16. Right? Because if you listen to the prophets, you're going to be saved, man. The elect going to be saved. And there's so much examples of those that took heed as far as listening to the prophets, like Noah, the days of Noah. Right? They got into the ark just in time. His family was saved. Ultimately, it's going to be the elect. The days of Noah, we also had those who listened to Moses in the times of the Egyptians under their slavery. Those who listened were saved, just to name a few of the examples. And there's consequences for those that didn't listen, right? They were locked out of the ark and they were drowned, right? Both examples. Revelation chapter 16 and 1 says, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. Right? There's consequences, right? A lot of these things are unhealthy, just to say. And it's not even about just the health, it's about listening and your salvation ultimately. But if you don't listen, there's going to be sores, all types of seas, all types of ulcers, because you bow down and you let yourself be tagged. You bow down to the beast and worship it, right? Which is the system, the modern day system today, right? Which is all about devouring, just like literal beast. But it's a metaphor. So there's consequences to bowing down and worshipping the beast, as we see here. All types of grievous sores and noisomes, right? To say that, just to name a few, right? And And he first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon them which had the mark of the beast. They let themselves be tagged and bagged. But they didn't listen, they didn't take heed, because obviously they was following the beast and bowing down to the beast and not taking heed to the true message of the Lord, which in that message is salvation. So we've got one more here, Revelation chapters 14 and straight to the point 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right? This is where it's gonna go. Because right now you got the phones. He was talking about the phones. For those that don't have a phone, it's all about convenience, right? It's all about convenience. It's so easy because you can lose your phone if you have the mark in you, right? That's what they're calling it. The ID, digital ID in you is more convenient. You can't lose it. So this is how they're doing it. Where they call it gradualism. They're saying it's in talks at the moment. Announcement in talks. So Starmer to announce plans for digital ID. They call it gradualism. So he's about to announce it. So we know it's in the pipelines. That we do know, right? The precepts we're bringing out. Now 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh. That's the consequences, which is poured out without mixture unto the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right? Destruction. Right? The opposite to salvation is what? Destruction. Right? And that's that destruction that's going to come for those that didn't take heed and worship the beast. Right? Follow the system wheresoever it went. They are the consequences. And there's blessings to not taking it. But I just wanted to highlight if what's in the pipelines right now. You can check it out for yourself. Do some more fact checking for yourself. The elders and apostles have been talking about this consistently in way of reminders. So take heed while you still have the chance. And the elect are going to take heed, right? And pray and do whatever you need to do, right? To endure to the end. And we're all included in that. Continue to pray. We're all prisoners of hope. The warrior of Ashima Shai, once again, to the next one.